Good morning to everyone there. We are so glad to be here to celebrate June. And as Dwayne said, Suzanne Williams is not here today. I'm trying to hold down the fort. With me is Kathy McGlamory. Thank you so much for being here, Kathy.
It's a pleasure, Jen.
Kathy is the president of our Chamber of Commerce and also works out at the Appalachian Center for Craft. So we'll get to hear all about their to-dos in just a little bit. And I'm a little bit bushy-eyed today because last night was our Leadership DeKalb graduation, so we whooped it up right.
It was great.
It was a great evening, and we are so glad to be here to talk about some great things going on in DeKalb County. Wanted to start off by saying good luck to Suzanne out on the beach.
It's terrible she has to be there and do that, isn't it?
Sending me pictures.
I feel sorry for her.
She's sending me pictures of nothing but sand and water. I'm like,
poor Suzanne.
Yeah, I hope you're having a good time. Want to say a big, huge thank you to all the folks who came out and made DeKalb County cleanup a big success. That was just a couple of weeks ago in mid-May. But we want to say a huge thank you to all of our volunteers. We had a great turnout. The weather cooperated. It was a really good day to get out and not any sweltering 100-degree weather or anything. And we had numerous bags of trash collected from across the county. And we appreciate everyone who helped fill the dumpsters.
They were all over the county.
Yes. And
Suzanne said there were just groups of people everywhere.
So it works out really well. It's nice to have it's nice for the organizers to have a central place to make make us feel like lots of people are out there. But in reality, it's people just get out and do their own little area, and so we didn't have one big huge group picture, but we have lots of trash that's picked up, and that's what it's all about.
That's the point.
That's right. So we want to show our appreciation for everyone who came out for the downtown Smithville Spring Boat Show and Swap Meet. Special thanks to our boat show participants who were Smithville Marine, Sligo Marina, Center Hill Sports and Marine, Houseboats by Terry, and the TWRA, Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, and the U.S. Corps of Engineers. Everyone came out. They gave great little lectures on safety, and TWRA had their little trailer that kids can go through, and you can see all kinds of little taxidermy things that, fell by natural demises, and that's why they're in the trailer. But great show. We appreciate Steve White and all the coordinators of that. Had great music, and it was a super event. We'll be sure to duplicate in years to come. The chamber had several ribbon cuttings.
We did.
Oh, my goodness.
We had some new businesses.
That's right. And what this means is that businesses are growing and expanding in DeKalb County. So we always love to celebrate these. The first one that we had was Cute Cuts and Tanning, and they're at 1219 South Congress Boulevard in Smithville. The owner stylist is Annette Johnson, and other staff includes the stylist Billy Grace Estes and nail technician, you got to have that, Anna D. And it's a clean, family-friendly salon with a full-service cosmetology shop. To schedule an appointment, call 215-9250.
I love their name with it spelled with a K.
Yes, Cute Cuts.
Cute Cuts, K-U-T-E,
Very
K-U-T-S. That is cute. I like that.
Of course, my sons would, say, "Oh, is that the way you spell cute?" But it's eye-catchy, and we wish them the best of luck and appreciate their support of the chamber as well. Also, this is really an expansion. Smithville Computer Repair has a retail store now on 102 Broad Street. So they still have their one shop over off of Miller where they do most of their repairs and have all sorts of things computer type there. But they've also expanded, and now they have their sales and service, repair, networking, website design, website hosting, e-support, and data recovery, which data recovery I know all about. Was not expensive.
For personal experience.
Yes, very sad, but I was happy to get it. The laptop is dead, but the data was recovered.
Yeah.
So, bad news, good news.
Sounds like they have a full service there.
They are, and they are terrific, very easy to work with, and they also have incredible buys on refurbished laptops. I don't think mine is out there, but I think mine was too.
Yours hit the dumpster.
Yeah, they said, well, this is gone, this is wrong, and that's wrong, and there's something else in there too, and I'm like, okay, never mind. But they do have good ones for good refurbished laptops at incredible buys. So give them a call at 615-318-1471. And a terrific new company in DeKalb County. And we sure support them because they support the Chamber. The Chamber presented 4 Community Improvement Awards.
I know. It was so much fun to see all of the wonderful things these people have done to their businesses. Beautiful.
Well, I guess it's, par for the course that this is the time of year where people start getting out and sprucing things up. But these folks have gone above and beyond. They haven't just, found a flower box and put some flowers in it, which is maybe what I would do. But
as long as they're artificial, then I won't kill them.
Stick a couple plastic things. Are those plastic? No. They're ever blue.
Just refresh
them. Mm-hmm. So we had a terrific opportunity to celebrate these 4 community improvements. Attorney Gayla Hendricks of the Hendricks Law Office, and that's 301 North Public Square in Smithville. A vaguely familiar address.
Yes.
That's where the Chamber was for about 10 years.
I wished it was as beautiful then as it is now.
She's done a terrific
job. It's gorgeous.
Her number is 597-8450, and the Chamber presented this well-deserved Community Improvement Award to Gayla Hendricks of Hendricks Law for beautiful interior and exterior improvements to her new location. So she actually was just right around the corner in a building that was owned by a family member, and so now she has her own digs. It looks absolutely beautiful.
There's a nice bench out front, too, that you can just sit and watch the cars go by and enjoy the square.
Absolutely. Liberty State Bank in their Liberty branch, that's 311 East Main Street, Liberty, recently remodeled the interior of the bank while keeping the exterior, the beautiful historic part of the bank that we all know. So it's intact on the outside, but absolutely redone on the inside. You would not believe it. I don't know if you know Mary Poppins, the inside of the bank in Mary Poppins where they had the cagey look all the way from floor to ceiling, and you walk in and you're like, what do you want? I want my money. And that's the way banks used to be, and that's the way Liberty State Bank was. No more. They've done absolutely just a beautiful job inside there. Also, Ed and Sheila Whitford at the corner of Main and South Mountain Street. And, of course, most everyone passes by that intersection. If you're out and about, you're going to pass by there. And they did a new painting of the exterior, further enhanced the beautiful landscaping. It was good landscaping to begin with, but they've just done a beautiful job. They've added a wraparound rocking chair porch and outdoor seating areas. It just looks so inviting. I'm not sure that they'd want me to just come and sit there.
They've done a lot on the inside, too. They refinished all the old hardwood floors and put in new windows. It's gorgeous.
So we want to say congratulations and thank you for such a important. I mean, it's a place that lots and lots of people see. So it's terrific to see them take pride in their home area and make it so inviting for everyone, even if you're just passing by. And then again, Cute Cuts and Tanning, 1219 South Congress Boulevard in Smithville. They put new road signage and a natural wood fence and beautiful flowers mulched to the exterior place. And, of course, they made plenty of interior renovations, including a spacious area for styling and nails, 4 private tanning rooms, and a play area for children, which I think is terrific. That's difficult for a lot of folks to get childcare for the half an hour or 45 minutes that you'll be at the at the hair place. And honestly,
neat idea.
yeah, if you don't have that space and your kid is running rampant, grabbing sharp knives and sharp scissors, it's a bad thing. So it's
Not
really
very relaxing anyway.
for anyone. But this is really terrific, has a beautiful area, and they're very inviting, again, very family friendly. So we want to say congratulations to all 4 of our Community Improvement Award winners for this month. And again, this is not, a secretive, nobody else can do it kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Do you know how these people got their Community Improvement Awards?
I don't know if they were nominated or if it was...
self-nominated, yeah.
Or if we just noticed that they had really improved and contacted them, but...
That's it. You get a Community Improvement Award by either knowing that you've done a good job and self-nominating.
Let us know.
Yes. Or
if somebody
if you are driving out and about and see, make note of something that's terrific and has taken place that you recognize, that probably means that they deserve the recognition.
Right.
And it's very simple. It's just a little 1-sheet form that you can fill out at the chamber office. And that's what it's all about, is us being neighborly, supporting each other, and recognizing when there's a job well done. So
we love giving out the awards.
I know
means that things are looking better and better.
There's not some private back room chamber where people make these decisions. We'll take them when we can get them.
No money involved, is there?
No, and no money involved. But you do get, a picture in the paper.
And a nice little sign.
And a nice little sign to put that. And more than anything else, it gives us an opportunity to say thank you and to show our appreciation when people do good things. Also, the new Tennessee Downtowns Design Committee is now taking applications, speaking of little forms to fill out, for downtown Smithville building and business owners. For anyone who would like to make an investment of a minimum of $1,000 for their exterior improvements to their buildings, there is grant money available now that you can get at least $500 back, or up to $500 back. So that deadline for application is June 30th, just coming up. Completion of the project must be completed within 60 days. So you gotta have a plan. It's got to be something that you're going to do, and you're just basically getting reimbursed for the $1,000 that you will have spent. So after the design committee inspection and the chamber receives receipts, the $500 will be reimbursed, and that could be expected within 30 and 60 days. So it's a pretty quick turnaround. Mm-hmm. The deadline's coming up. This is our first go-around of having little mini grants available through this fabulous Tennessee Downtowns program that Suzanne
has worked so hard on this, and it's really something special to her.
Yeah.
It's really exciting to see it get to this point where they're giving out the grants.
Yeah. So a lot of talk, now there's action. For an application or more information, you're welcome to call the chamber. Of course, that number is 597-4163, or Steve White at 615-464-8639. And Steve is working tirelessly. His heart is in the right place. For someone to work as hard as Steve is working, it's really coming together. There's soon to be lots of opportunities for all of our community to participate. But that groundwork has to be laid. Mm-hmm. People have to gather information and understand the program and have an idea of what's going to fit within what the expectations of the program are. And I'm looking around the table, and everybody's nodding their head because they've been there.
That's right.
It takes a lot of behind, they say a duck looks smooth on the water, but these feet's going like this underneath.
Never thought of that analogy. That's really neat.
But the Tennessee Downtowns group, our own revitalization group, Suzanne and Steve and the folks who are working on that committee are about ready to make it wide open, but it's been almost 2 years in the making for them to be working this hard on these many things. So if you have a downtown business and you have a medium-sized project that you're looking to get started, maybe this is your encouragement that you're looking for.
It'll help.
That every little bit helps, and it's just a minimum of $1,000 improvement, and you could get $500 of that back if you fill out an application and are approved. So we hope people are looking around, looking for a chance to take advantage of that. And again, it is any downtown Smithville business or business owner in that downtown Smithville area. All right, now for the fun events that we have planned. And first with us to talk about the 15th Annual American Cancer Society's Relay for Life, Miss Ivadell is with us today. Thank you so much for coming. And it's right around the corner, my goodness.
Yes, on Friday night. And I can't believe that this will be our 15th. It seems like
oh my gosh.
Just such a short time ago that we started Relay here. But first, before I get into the Relay, I want to thank all of those that participated in our 5K, which was in May. It's growing, but we had more participation this year than last year, and so that's what we're looking forward to next year, to having even more. But just wanted to say thank you to those that did come out and help us with that. And on Friday,
it's this Friday,
it
the
is
8th.
this Friday.
Oh my goodness, we were talking about that before the camera started. We're like, oh, it's this Friday.
Well, there's a point you think, oh, it's several weeks away, and then, well, it's a month away, and then all of a sudden, it's this week.
It's here.
It is here, and hopefully we've got everything pretty much together. You keep going over it in your mind, trying to think, well, is there something that's been left out? But I think we've got it pretty well covered, and we're just looking forward to another great night on Friday. That's something that has really grown over the years, and we just want to thank everyone. This is a county event, and the participation has been so good. We just have people from all over the county coming together and supporting that. The music will begin at 5 o'clock. Our official opening then will be at 6. And around 6:30, our survivors, which is what it's all about, I think, and certainly one of my favorite times, is when we give the survivors an opportunity to come up on the stage and introduce themselves and tell how long they have been battling their battle. And then we let them take the first lap around our track. And I hope everyone will just take a few minutes out while they're walking and just go near the track and cheer them on as they come by where you're standing. And
it really is a victory lap.
it is a victory lap, yes. We're so glad, that's kind of the theme now of the American Cancer Society, I guess, is we're providing more birthdays 1 year at a time. So
Right.
we're just really pleased that we can just have a small part in helping to provide that.
So there are games and food
Oh,
booths.
yes,
Come
it's gonna be-
hungry.
There's going to be, yes, come hungry. There'll be lots of food. Lots of the teams have got their food booths.
How many
already-
teams do you have?
I think there's about 20 that's going to be setting up this time.
That's fantastic.
Maybe the number is down a little bit this year team-wise, but we have a lot of teams that they raise the money and work really hard. But they just don't want to commit to set up, or some have to work on the next day on Saturday and
Right.
do different things. So they don't set up at the park, but certainly they are
Supporting
very
it
supportive.
by doing the activities
But-
and raising
But
the
there will
funds.
be a lot set up there, so you can come out and get your food, and there'll be games. I know we met there last night for a little while at the park, and there's going to be some ducking booths. There's going to be some those bouncy things, blow up things
Big
for
toys.
the kids. Yeah.
Inflatables.
Big
oh
toys,
yeah.
right? The inflatables, and just different things. So.
When of course
Please come out.
the music's going to be
Oh yes,
fantastic.
Linda Luna and Rhonda Kappelinger are in charge of that, and they tell me that's why we start at 5, because we have such
So
an array
many.
of people wanting to perform and everything, and it's just great. So we've started the music a little bit early. I think we've done that for the last few years so we can give everyone an opportunity to perform that wants to.
That's great.
And then, of course, we'll have our male beauty contest.
Oh yes.
I want to be a judge.
Yeah.
That would be
Oh
it.
yeah. You let your money talk.
The money talks in that. The money talks. And sometimes we think, well, we're going to try to do something different, you know, along that line, and then some of the teams will say, well, we already have our person lined up.
Sure.
There's one team that has 3 people
Oh,
that's
no.
going to
Wow.
participate. I think they're in kind of competition,
Sounds
you know,
like
with each
it.
other at their workplace, maybe. But I think it will be a
Yeah.
good night again this year, and the weather is supposed to be, from what I can see on the long-range weather forecast, it's going to be nice. So just everyone plan on coming out. And another thing we're going to try this year is UCHRA has consented so graciously to have a van out at the county complex where you can park, and they will drop you off. They'll drive you right out to the park on the NHC side of the park, where you'll go in there right across from NHC and go in the park at that entrance, and then they'll pick you up. They'll just be
Great.
running periodically through the night from 5 until 10. We have a lot of complaints about the parking, but there's not really too much that we can do about that. There's just not any more there.
Right,
Sounds
right.
like a
We're
good
hoping
solution.
that this will
Yeah.
help solve that problem.
That's right. So if you make one little lap around, you don't like what you see, just go to the new county complex, and there will be plenty of parking there,
Exactly.
and the shuttle will be there to pick you up, and then the shuttle will be running so that whenever you're ready to come home or back to your car, you'll be able to just pick the shuttle back up.
And it's my understanding that Food Line has even said if we have an overflow at that parking lot, come up that we can go over and use theirs. So
I hope
we're
you
just
do.
hoping for a
Yeah.
good turnout.
Have an overflow. That'd
And
be
we
great.
certainly want to invite all of our survivors out so that they can participate in their victory walk. And if they don't feel like walking, they certainly don't have to, but just come out and enjoy the night. And in May also we had our survivors dinner, and that's always a good opportunity for them to gather together and to just fellowship with each other, you know. And
That's right.
we just had a really good turnout this year. Probably between 75 and 100 were there that night, and so it was just really good. And Tim Tobit down at Good Health Family Clinic is the sponsor of that event. So we just have such generous sponsors and people here in the county with their funds and with their time and everything.
Right.
So just plan on Friday night coming out hungry and planning on having a good time, and bring your children because they will enjoy it too.
Right, and Greenbrook Park is a lovely place to
is.
be. So and you don't have to hunt for it. It'll be everywhere.
And if you've never driven up, I don't know the street, but it goes from South College down to the nursing home on the upper side. Just drive up by there as you're leaving the park and look back down at the park, especially after they have lit the luminaries. It is just absolutely breathtaking just to see that. It's real touching.
Yeah.
The
Well,
first
and-
one we had in '97,
Yep.
I had to leave for a little while, and I took that route, and whenever I looked down, I just couldn't believe it. I was just really got a little weepy-eyed there for a little while. But it
Well,
was
it's
real nice.
absolutely gives us all a sense of community.
Yes.
And for anyone who has battled cancer or had a loved one who has battled cancer, there is nothing like fellowship.
Right.
And it's all about the celebration of life and knowing that someday we will have a cure for cancer. And
Absolutely. That's our goal.
we'll look back at this and say, you know, like when they used to have tuberculosis quarantine hospitals, we'll look back and we'll say, do you remember the day when we used to have Relay for Life?
Right.
I mean, that is my hope.
Absolutely.
That the cure for cancer is just around the corner, and that someday we'll look back and say, boy, that was a great event, and we're so glad we don't have to do it anymore.
Right.
But until then, please come out and support American Cancer Society Relay for Life, Ivadell Randolph, and a whole terrific committee of folks have put together a great event for Friday, June 8th, starting at 5 p.m., official beginning starting at 6, and if you're running late, it runs through the night.
Yes.
So
I believe there's entertainment lined up until 11 o'clock,
I think
and then there's a band that usually just
wraps it up.
wraps it up as long as
Brings it on
there's
home.
people that are listening. Yeah. And I might add too, in May we lost one of our charter members. to Cancer Violet Fuson. She's been a real worker throughout the years. I started volunteering in '86, and she was there then whenever I went, and was such a mentor to me. And I know that we are really going to miss her, but she had been a survivor for many years, but unfortunately, of course, now she was 91, so she had a
Oh my goodness.
she survived for many years, and
Yeah.
she has played a lot of different roles in our committee here. She did the memorials, took care of that for us, and worked many hours just doing whatever. She was just, and she will be greatly missed. But we're kind of
Yes.
doing this to the honor of her memory this year. We're dedicating our relay to her this year.
That's great.
Wonderful.
Well, thank you for the update, Ivadale. And,
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So I know that we have a couple of events that we're just going to try and shoot through a little quickly. TWRA's Fishing Rodeo is this coming weekend. Woohoo! Saturday, June 5th is Take a Kid Fishing Day. It's free fishing day across the state of Tennessee. But here locally, we have a pond that they do fabulous things. It's at the Pea Ridge Wildlife Management Area, and you actually, the easiest way is to go into Cannon County and then come back onto Pea Ridge Road. But the TWRA organization puts on a great family event. They'll be they're stocking, they've already done it. They've stocked the little pond with catfish, and they have gifts for each kid that comes out, something to choose from, drinks, food. It's a great family event. And I'd say there was a time, but there really isn't. Just come early. If you really want fish, come early.
When you say fishing rodeo, I picture the fish doing little barrel races.
Yeah. Their ropes around their necks, tying their fins together.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun.
But I do want to make special note that, because we've been out there a lot, grandpas, I know it's very fun and very tempting, but this is a kids event. So so take your kids.
So we need to have a grandpa fishing day.
Yes, we need. We need to encourage all families to come out. Grab a kid, come out, have a big time. TWRA puts a lot of effort into this, and it's a beautiful area. Pea Ridge Wildlife Management Area is just a beautiful place right there on the plateau before Short Mountain. Terrific bluebird boxes. You can watch the birds if you're not into fishing. So bring your chair and your fishing pole and come out for free fishing day. Also, Jack Black, a little group, I know Renee Stefano was here last month talking about a car wash and dog wash that they were doing a fundraiser. They are doing another fundraiser coming up on June 16th. That they will be in front of Walmart. They're going to be doing a little bake sale. So they're doing another little fundraiser, and that event is to support all of the rescue dogs and animals, dogs, cats, horses, all sorts of critters, that the funds that they're raising goes to all of those rescue animals. Oftentimes, an abandoned animal spends some time on their own and might get hit by a car or have something very simple like skin disorder like mange that they need to have some treatment, and sometimes it's extreme cases. And they take all of those animals, no matter what the condition, and try and bring them back to health and find a home for them. And so they're a great organization, and they're looking for ways to raise some little funds to pay for all of the efforts that they do toward the strays in our community.
Nice.
So those two events are kind of back to get back fishing this Saturday, where we eat the fish. How ironic! And then the next Saturday, where we try to save the animals. But it's all for good causes. Also, Kathy, tell us what's going on with all the exciting things at the Craft Center.
Well, the main thing this summer is our workshop program.
Yeah.
And I'm actually getting to run it this summer, so I'm so excited about that. I get to meet so many people and meet so many great instructors that are coming. We have 8 sessions all together through the summer, and three of them have already been completed. We've had 2 weekends and 1 week-long one so far, and we had great enrollment, and everyone had so much fun. And we have a Facebook page. It's the Appalachian Center for Crafts Workshops, where we've been posting photos of those workshop sessions.
Oh, nice.
So everyone should go there and see these, how much fun these people are having. And the sessions that we have left, they range anywhere from beginners to advanced in the level of, what's the word for it?
Expertise
Your
or
skills.
skill.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
your skills.
Yeah.
So there's something for everyone, and there's some of them are weekend ones, and some of them are week-long. And we have room and board there. And even if you don't have time to sign up for a workshop, come out and visit anyway. We've got the gallery with 3 exhibitions that are open. One exhibition has work from all the workshop instructors this summer, and so it's really beautiful. A good gathering of things from a variety of artists.
Well, and if you're looking for a special gift for Father's Day or for anyone through the summer, I'm going to put a plug in for the gift shop there. As I was looking for teacher gifts, I thought, I'm going to run up there. And I found the most fabulous handcrafted things for $10 to $15. Oh, and they all, it was something different. It was something very unique. And so if you're looking, I'm going to put a little plug.
There's some great gifts for men, too.
Great gift
some
ideas.
Beautiful ties and different knives, letter openers. There's a lot of beautiful things.
So I'm putting a plug in because I'm not sure that I'll be doing the workshop. Given that, that beginner skill level part, that would be me.
But you can be a true beginner and find something you'd enjoy. And and if you do come up to shop, try to stay for lunch.
Yes.
Chad Combs is our chef now and running the Red Bud Cafe, and it is fabulous food. We are so lucky to have him there.
And the cafeteria has one whole wall of overlooking the garden outside, so it's a beautiful place to go. There is a workshop catalog. There's information online. Or you could call the Craft Center at, what's that number?
It's 597-6801.
And so if you're feeling crafty and want to do a workshop, this is actually one of the things that my sisters and I keep saying we're going to find a weekend and do a little sister reunion. And
we had 3 different couples last weekend doing workshops together, and that was fun.
I think that's a great idea. So this is ongoing throughout the summer, but go ahead and start planning now because they do fill up, right?
They do fill up.
So 597-6801 for more information. Also, Justin Potter's full-fledged into their summer reading program. They had their registration at the end of June on the 27th. June 12th, they're doing Dream Big with Star Wars characters, which I'm sure
that'll be popular.
Kathy Hendrickson said, although we're going to try and make sure all lightsabers get checked at the door, no weapons, we're going to just do imagination only. June 19th at 2 p.m., so the 12th is at 2 p.m. All of these are at 2 p.m. Story and activity time for age 3 to 9. And June 27th is the finale party with Scott Homston, and that's for all ages. And also, Alexandria and Liberty are kind of sharing some different programming. So between the 3 libraries, you can pretty much throw a dart at the calendar and find an event at one of the 3. Alexandria Library is doing story and activity time on June 6th today, the 13th, and the 20th at 1 p.m., all ages. And June 15th at 2 p.m. will be their activity and story time. Liberty Library is going to be open June 8th, 15th, and 22nd at 3 p.m. for their story and activity time. So if these went by too quickly, call the Justin Potter Library at 597-4359 for all of their updated information about children's activities and their computer classes, which are ongoing. And the library is a terrific place when it's hot outside.
That's just what I was thinking too.
And your
A good
kids,
place to take
you
your
know,
kids.
that's
where
right.
It's quiet,
yes.
air conditioned.
You're tired of hearing the video games go or the same cartoons over and over. Load them up and bring them to the library. It'll be great for them, and it's great to support our library.
Mm-hmm.
They have lots of programs going on. Also, speaking of no video, get out and do a little exercise. The Smithville Municipal Swimming Pool is open Mondays from 10 to 6, Tuesdays through Saturdays from 10 to 7, and Sundays from 1 to 6. Admission is only $2 per person. They do have season passes, and they do have opportunity for folks to have private parties outside of those times. And they have worked so hard. The pool looks beautiful and very inviting. They also have tennis activities going, a couple of different camps that are going on for swimming, tennis, and golf. So if you're looking for something to get your kids out of the house, check
and wear
out.
Wear them out.
Yes, wear them out. They sleep much better with exercise. And we so appreciate the Passes for putting so much effort into making it family-friendly, a place that we all want to go and enjoy. And there's lots of activities going on. The Alexandria Senior Center is having their annual Flag Day commemorative. That was a tricky word. I was going to say retirement. And then I looked at retirement ceremony and I looked at it and like, oh, that's not the word they say. But this is also a big,
long word.
Big fundraiser for the Alexandria Senior Center. They always have that on the Tuesday near Flag Day. So Flag Day is June 14th, but the Tuesday that's prior to that is June 12th. So that's coming up 9 to 2 at the Alexandria Senior Center, which is right across from the fairgrounds in Alexandria. Lunch includes spaghetti, garlic bread, drink, and dessert for only $5.
Oh, I'm there.
Oh, and it's
good food. I'm there.
Yeah, takeout orders are available. 529-2938 is the number, and our Boy Scout troop 347 are the ones who are going to be presenting the flag ceremony. So we're very proud to be a part of that. But the food will be awesome. Takeout orders are available. And again, this is the big annual fundraiser for the Alexandria Senior Center. So if you're anywhere in the area, come on by. Starts at 9 o'clock for the festivities, and then the meal starts at about 10:30. So we want to say a big thank you to all the folks, all those delicious desserts that the ladies pull together at the Alexandria Senior Center, and you can hardly beat the price for $5. Hurricane Marina events. Oh my gosh, do you know so many of the marinas have their own little ongoing, consistent activities.
Right.
That if you were looking for something to do that was just a little bit different, if you're a boat person, you already know about all this.
Right.
But if you're not a boat person, there are fantastic and fun things to do that, for the most part, most of them are completely free of charge unless they're doing little, like the cornhole contest has, an entry fee. But Hurricane Marina is June 9th. They are doing karaoke at 7. They're doing a boat class. You have to do a boat safety class now. And those classes are being held at the Blue Water Grill, which has delicious food. We were just there last weekend, and oh my gosh, their sweet potato fries are to die for. So their boat classes are Saturday, June 16th at 9 a.m., and then the exam is Sunday, June 17th at 9 a.m. It's not worth taking the class if you're not going to take the exam. So there you go, both the dates. June 16th, Third Stone Band at 6:30. June 29th, the famous Shrimp Boil starts at 5 p.m. And June 30th is the Legacy Band starting at 6:30. And they will be having fireworks at about 9 p.m. on June 30th. So that's the Saturday before.
They do a great firework display. I've seen it several years.
Yeah. That is awesome. We are always out of town, so we never get to see it. But it's fun that they do it on a Saturday night, so everybody can go out and enjoy it. Also, Sligo is going to do fireworks this year.
Fireworks all around. That's great.
So this is the big year, and they have them. They're so kind to space them out so that they're not competing. Sligo's fireworks is a Tuesday night, July 3rd at approximately 9 p.m. And of course that's condition related, and it's got to be dark enough that you can actually see them. So we are just gearing up for the fabulous 4th of July, and our
who says there's nothing to do in DeKalb County?
Oh my
I can't believe all these
gosh.
events. There's so many fun
Wear
things
me out just
coming
talking
up.
about it. The 40th annual Smithville Fiddlers Jamboree and Craft Festival is July 6th and 7th. For more information, they have a fabulous website, smithvilljamboree.com. And if you don't know how to do that, you could always go to the library and take a computer
class.
Learn all about that interweb thing. For more information, call 597-8500. Remember, picking's an option, but grinning's a given. So we're very excited about the Jamboree coming around. And actually, we were so excited about the Jamboree coming around and noticed that the 4th of July was actually the first Wednesday. So I will announce right now that our chamber chat for the month of July is actually not going to be on the holiday that Dwayne and everyone else was like, really? You're going to do it on the holiday? We are actually going to bump it up a week.
Oh, good.
So we're going to have our July chamber chat on June 27th so that we can talk all about all of the Smithville Jamboree activities and the 4th of July and all the other terrific July events. So I'm just going to put a little plug in right now that we'll be able to talk more about the Jamboree on that special chamber chat event. And the Jamboree itself, of course, is always the Friday, Saturday closest to the 4th, which this year is the 6th and the 7th. And here to talk about the 14th annual Fiddlers 5K and 1 Mile Fun Run is Tisha Puckett Pryor. Thanks for coming, Tisha.
Thanks, Jen. Glad to be here. We are very excited to be in our 14th year, as is Leadership DeKalb, which is why I think I had 14 on my mind last night. We have grown by leaps and bounds over the years and have had around 400 plus participants the last 3 years.
Which is terrific. That is so
It's great. And, really, one of the most rewarding things to me is seeing local people getting out and exercising and running, and this maybe being a motivation for them.
Right.
I love seeing people run the course. I mean, I'll see them in the evening coming up Main Street. So it's great. But it is coming on Saturday, July 7th, and we start the race at 7 a.m.
So that if it's hot, you get there, you get done before the heat.
Absolutely. And the race is over certainly by 8, and usually we are done and out of there by 9. So it's a lot of fun. We have updated our website, fiddler5k.com. There are photo galleries from the last 2 years on there.
Oh, great.
We have a T-shirt gallery. You can see which T-shirts you've gotten over the years. So check that out. And also on the website, you can download a registration form if you want to mail it in by paper. We need those by July 2nd for you to get the pre-registration discount. And you also can register online at active.com. And you can register that way until July 4th at midnight. So the cost of the race is, if you pre-register, it is $20 if you're over 18, and it is $15 under 18. And if you register day of, it's $5 more. So you're going to save a few bucks and save us a few headaches if you'll pre-register.
Right. It's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, and people have gotten much better about doing that. So, and we guarantee you a shirt if you pre-register. We typically have enough for everybody, but let us know your size so we'll be ready for you. And if you're going to come on race day, be there at 6 o'clock with a registration form filled out. And you can choose between the 5K or the 1 Mile Fun Run. The Fun Run is very competitive for the 12 and under crowd. We give prizes if you're 12 and under. Now, if you're an adult walking, it is just going to have
Your
to be your
prize
own
is crossing the finish line.
self-satisfaction of getting a great T-shirt, supporting a great cause, and just having a lot of fun.
Right.
So, but the awards go to 12 and under, and they have a great time doing that. And we've
No, I'm 11 and a half.
yeah.
Can
So
I have an ice cream cone?
Again, you're 11 and a half again.
Again.
and then as far as the 5K goes, we give out we give out prizes, the top 3 male and female finishers in several divisions, starting at 9 and under, and then every 5-year age
Increment.
after that.
Great.
And we also, this was new a couple of years ago, we gave out we've always done, of course, the overall winner, but now we have a master's category. If you're 40 and over, we give out the top male and female.
Oh, I'll
for
have to
that.
wait a few years for that.
So,
We may never reach that.
Oh no.
this is a fun event, and if you live anywhere on the course, get out and cheer for these people. They love it. And it's just fun to see people coming from all over to just come and run in our nice little town.
Is the course on the website? Can you
It
see
is.
where the path
It is, and it ends at Love Cantrell Funeral Home, which people find very amusing that the finish line is at the funeral home. But we have all these.
Maybe it should be at the Baptist Life Center.
Yeah,
instead.
we have all these years started the race on Highway 56, which is what we're still planning to do this year. But we are working towards a start and a finish close to the same spot there in front of the funeral home. But they go downtown, past the pool, come up Riley Avenue, and then come up West Main Street, which is a steady incline that you don't really notice so much in a car. But they come up Main Street and then head downtown. So it's a lot of fun. And the 1 mile is totally in town. They don't go towards the golf course.
Right.
The kids do not. So
where's the starting point? Or registration?
the starting point, well, registration is at Family Medical Center parking lot.
Great. And it is a fundraiser for Habitat for Humanity.
Absolutely. It's one of the 2 main fundraisers we have all year. And if anybody would like to be a sponsor of the T-shirt or a mile marker or a turn sponsor or give us something for the goodie bags or just show up and help us on the day of the race, we have many opportunities. So call me, 597-7370, or you can email me, director@fiddler5k.com.
And Habitat, do you have just a minute to talk about starting their 4th house?
Yes. It was a real challenge last year to find a partner family, which we really never anticipated. But after much searching, and we have a partner family, and so they're working on getting their prereqs done so we can start the house, and that will be later this year.
Oh, that's
Great.
so exciting.
Very exciting. It's a grandmother who is raising some grandchildren,
Right.
and so it's great for her.
Right. Well, and Tisha was our keynote speaker last night at the Leadership DeKalb program. So we were able to get a wonderful update of Habitat for Humanity, and appreciate Tisha coming and being the inspiration of a true servant leader that she is at our graduation last night, which we want to take just a minute to talk about because Leadership DeKalb wrapping up, just like all the school groups wrapping up. Leadership DeKalb runs September to May. Had a big whoop-de-doo last night.
Great food.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So our final session in May was our Center Hill Lake Day, and I want to say a big thank you to Edgar Evans Marina and the Center Hill Dam U.S. Corps of Engineers folks who host that day. The marina provides a lovely houseboat for us to be able to work inside on the water. The class all jokes like, "Yay, houseboat!" They start lathering up the sunscreen. I said, "Oh no, don't put that on. You don't want to be sticky for all these things I'm going to make you do." So they're like, "Oh, work, even now." So we also had fantastic sponsors. Caney Fork Electric is a staple sponsor. We really appreciate them. The Friends of Edgar Evans State Park, and Lori Manns Master Mechanics, and Lori Manns, the realtor, all came together and made a terrific Center Hill Lake Day for us. Our graduation, as I said, was last night, And I want to list our fabulous class members.
Best class ever.
Best class ever. And I'm going to state their name and also their sponsor, because as we know, all great leaders have great supporters. And so as class members of Leadership DeKalb, the program itself runs September through May. It's one full day commitment once a month, and that means not just the commitment of the participant, but commitment from all the folks around them who support them in order for that to happen. And so I want to say a big thank you to each of our employers and all of our sponsors who help to support the participants themselves through the program. Dan Boyd of Middle Tennessee Natural Gas, Rhonda Butler from the County Executive's Office, Jessica Garrison, she is a DeKalb County High School senior, now graduate, and she was sponsored by DeKalb Hospital, Janet Griffith, DTC Communications, Penny Hayes, Liberty State Bank, Ginger Young Manning, she works at SCA and also writes an article for the Smithville Review, Lindsay Murphy, Liberty State Bank, Tammy Nally, DeKalb Community Bank, Alexandria Branch, Sydney Robinson. She is a second one of our DeKalb County High School seniors, and she was sponsored by First Bank. And Elizabeth Sanders, our third senior, sponsored by Smithville Rotary Club, and Tom Theriak, who is a small business owner. So I want to say congratulations to the fabulous class of 2012. And we're taking a well-deserved break.
And congratulations to Jen, who works so hard on this program.
That's right. Class 14 in the books. And soon we will be starting to recruit for our next year's class. So be looking for that information to come out in August for a September start date. We are looking for anyone who works or lives in DeKalb County, who has an interest in making a bright future for DeKalb, who is interested in becoming active, skilled leaders for DeKalb County. And for more information, you're welcome to call me at 597-0645 or the Chamber, 597-4163 for more information. So congratulations from the Chamber. It also is in order for the leadership class, but also the DeKalb Community Hospital has entered yet another little tweak of a change. If you drive by the sign, you're like, oh, 6 months have gone by, another change. But you'll now see St. Thomas on the sign, and we're glad for that, and we know that that is a win-win for our community to have that support of huge medical entity, and it bodes well for the hospital that our hospital is being so well managed and doing such a good job right. And believe me, anyone who is in the healthcare industry is just not quite sure what's going to happen. So if you're going to be sick, do it before 2014, because after that, they have no guarantees. No. There have been lots of changes in.
I'm just never going to be sick.
That's right. Lots of changes
not now or then either.
Exactly. And if you are sick, I know a good doctor. So let me know if you need some advice. But this is great for our community. So any time that there is stability within our hospital, that means that our community is being served, and that's what it's all about. We're glad to make that announcement. We also want to say a big congratulations to the high school class of 2012. What a fantastic bunch. Oh my gosh, terrific kids. We are just so looking forward to seeing what fantastic things that they have in store for themselves, and hope that off they go, get good education, great skills, come home. We want DeKalb County to be the place for all of these wonderful young spirits, that we can provide an economic opportunity for them, and that's what the Chamber is all about. That is why we support education, because we know it's important on the individual level, it's important for families, and it's really important for our community to have good, solid well-skilled and committed individuals to our community to keep our community going. So we want to say a big thank you to all the businesses and volunteers who helped to make it the most fabulous project graduation ever. And also congratulations to all of the preschool graduates and kindergarten graduates and 8th grade graduates of West School and middle school who are each in their own way making monumental steps in their education. We are so proud of all of our children of DeKalb County, and we want them to know that we support them, and we are very proud of all of the successes all around. So, whoo, look, we made it.
Not quite a whole hour.
The Chamber wants to help promote your news and your events. So if you have anything that you don't have to come on, but we love it when you come on. We will support your event any way we can, but we can't do it
unless you tell us about
unless
it.
we know about it. So we would love for you to call 597-4163 if you need more information about anything from this program or to give us a heads up of something for a future program. And you're also welcome to email us at DeKalbTN@dtccom.net. I know what it is, but it's not on my paper. And we'll help you spread the word in any way that we can. Thank you to all of our guests this morning. Thank you, Kathy, for being my co-host. This was awesome. And we especially want to thank WJLE and DTC TV for continuing to sponsor our Chamber Chat program. And we appreciate our listening audience. Have a fantastic June, and we'll see you at the end of the month.